your bread, mate.
Of course. What kind of interrogator stops their subject from being able to talk?
I'd like to begin by expressing my gratitude for your eagerness, Sir Archibald.
Nonsense, old boy. I won't hear a word of it. I'd be a fool and a rank amateur to pass on an opportunity to collaborate. Your research is so unfair. Not to mention...
Well, your endeavor is useful to my work, and we will agree. Now, it's of vital importance that you don't let the reputation of the place color your senses.
I've been conducting inquiries, I remember.
You do not have the right to judge
Thus
me.
far, it's all coming up a little empty.
In this path, Omega would have killed me. It will not be easy. Your only way into the castle is to remain engaged.
Really? No alternatives? Or you just too shit-faced to check?
I am not proud of what I have become. But we are both victims of circumstances greater than ourselves.
Tear them to pieces!
While my matrix is based on a snapshot of your friend, I am not Agent Nexus. I am me. I was hoping we could talk.
The boys have a nightmare.
Requiem's unnatural sciences division, an expert xenobiologist. Your knowledge could be crucial in understanding these recent outbreaks. It would be logical for us to collaborate.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been discovered, and I don't mean my voice because my voice is absolutely gone, but what I mean by that is the Easter egg. The Easter egg has been found. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, at the launch of Season 1, Treyarch announced two different things. Number one, there was going to be an Easter egg added in on Nuketown. Private matches were already added in, but the Easter egg wasn't there. They added it in with the beginning of Season 1. The other thing that they added was a brand new Easter egg on the face-off map called Warhead. And we dug, we looked, we could not find it. Late last night it was found, and today I'm going to be showing you not only what the Warhead Easter egg is, but on top of that, also diving into the new Nuketown, Holiday Nuketown, looking at some brand new Easter eggs on there as well. And honestly, some of them are pretty cool and pretty unexpected. So first, let's start with the big one. Not Nuketown, rather Warhead. We were told that there was an Easter egg on Warhead. The very first thing that I did was dive in and try to find it, and immediately we found a couple of things. The very first thing that we found was a squirrel eating fried chicken. If you had a look off into the distance at this truck, you could very clearly see a squirrel wearing a trucker hat eating fried chicken, and okay, we maybe thought that that was the Easter egg. Then we found something else. On the sign, we found numbers written on the Nuketown sign with 47J18. Now, I still have no idea why these are there. This is on no other Nuketown sign, not on Area 99, not on Nuketown. I have no idea why that is there. And maybe there's something to do with that. And I tried to find anywhere to input that, where that would go, but as it turns out, this Easter egg was way more simple than that. This Easter egg revolves around the nuke in the middle of the map. And I'm not gonna lie, it is so simple. You do not need that code, you do not need anything else. You just need some bullets and the nuke. Then, simply fire away. Now you're gonna see some fire starts to pop up, and on top of that, it starts smoking, which originally was not there. And if you hit only a couple bullets on this thing, it does not show up. So quite literally hidden in plain sight, we never saw this. But if you keep shooting, this is what happens. The map by shooting the nuke, which I think is an awesome Easter egg. Only one problem though. I went into a public match and tried to do this, and it does not work. Now, I wouldn't have been surprised if it took more damage, so much so that you need both things to do it. However, I shot at this thing for pretty much an entire match. Laying waste into this thing, and over again, I couldn't get any smoke to appear, no flames, nothing. So what this leads me to believe is that this is absolutely not possible within public matches, which is too bad. I also believe that the Nuketown one isn't available in public matches either. Speaking of which, let's hop over to the new Nuketown. Now, I already have a video out going over all of the various different Nuketown Easter eggs within Black Ops 6. There's a bunch of them, but I'm just going to go over one of them pretty quickly, and that is, of course, the mannequin Easter egg. Essentially, what this is if you shoot off all of the heads on the mannequins, all of a sudden the cutscene plays, and then it puts you into a TV show with film grain, with a studio audience of mannequins, and then mannequins start spawning in from the ground. If you go too close to them, they attack you. This is very similar to previous mannequin Easter eggs that we saw in various different Call of Duty games, and once again, it returns within Black Ops 6. So all the way back since Black Ops 1, Black Ops 6 has the exact same sort of Easter egg. So, with winter or holiday Nuketown coming in, I assumed that there was going to be more Easter eggs, and I was. Wow, that was a voice character. I was right to an extent. So let's go over some of the new Easter eggs. First of all, if you go near any of the Christmas trees, you're going to hear some Christmassy music.
Exfil is off the menu. Honorary note, restaurant wants me to keep my
This is actually the music that was played in Modern Warfare 3 during the Snowball Fight playlist, which was kind of like the search and destroy meets the Snowball Fight. Also, all of the artwork on the map has actually been replaced with various different winter or holiday or Christmas themed Nuketowns that have been in the various different Black Ops games over the years. But one of the more interesting ones on this map is the TVs. If you go to any of the TVs on the map, it now displays the Black Ops 6 kind of main loading screen, main menu, the sitting bull position that we see in the background of all of Black Ops 6. Whereas if we go onto the original Nuketown, or the Nuketown originally in Black Ops 6, it actually shows something for Area 99, the Archie Adams kind of logo going on in the background. So it's odd that that's one of the things that's been changed on the map. An Easter egg that probably all of you already know is at the beginning of the game, Santa flies in the beginning of the map. We have a run here, we have Santa, we have the sleigh. You would not have known if you go into Peter mode and look at this, the reindeer are essentially vermin that are dressed up for the holidays. We are going to get later on this season in the Jingle Hells event, as well as the Mangler with a wreath around the neck and the flag. So honestly, there's one that probably everyone noticed. Then it's the one that probably all of you were waiting for, or I guess in the holiday case, the snowman Easter egg. So like I said before, we have the mannequin Easter egg on regular Nuketown, where if you shoot all the mannequins in the head, the cutscene happens, and the mannequins spawn and attack you. However, on holiday Nuketown, there is not only mannequins, there are also snowmen. So, I was assuming, and I think everyone was assuming, that if you shot the mannequins' heads off, or the snowman's, or one of each, or both at the same time, something would happen. And I tried everything. I tried just shooting the snowman, shooting all of them, shooting the arms and heads off the mannequins, and the heads off the snowman, and nothing happened. I know that the Easter egg never happened in the original Nuketown as well. However, I did find one really weird thing. If there is no Easter egg found here, why is it if you go into Peter mode and go around Holiday Nuketown, the snowmen still spawn in the snowman. The snowmen are around the map with their body. However, the mannequins do not spawn in. The mannequins are technically there, but what they are displayed as is just the head of a snowman. That is it. I find it really weird that it didn't just show them as snowmen, but just the head. Almost as if there's something coded in the game for all of the mannequins and all of the snowmen to count as heads of snowman. So I'm going to pay attention throughout the rest of this week. I think it is very, very possible that we do get an Easter egg on this map having to do with the snowmen. Just as of right now, from all of my testing, from everything that I have seen in other people's videos as well, I currently could not find any sort of Easter egg mannequins or the snowmen in Holiday, unfortunately, but hopefully that is coming to change. So the other thing that Nuketown as a map is if you actually go to Peter mode and go outside of the map, you can see several other Nuketowns as well as the map Warhead. And because we're on a holiday version of Nuketown, Warhead is covered in snow as well. What's weird is if you go to the other section of the map, there's like a border where the snow turns into desert and Area 99 is not covered in snow whatsoever. I have no idea why that would take place. I just thought it was interesting and I would point it out. So those are all of the Easter eggs that we found. We finally found the Warhead Easter egg. We hunted around Holiday Nuketown. If you want to see me cover more Easter eggs on the channel, I have found a bunch of codes scattered throughout almost every multiplayer map. The best way to show me is by hitting that like button, subscribing, turning notifications on, and that's all for videos today.
We are unreachable stars, but we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your daily dose of zombies news from the game and in the Iran Khan zombie stage. Thank you so much for tuning in today, where we brought information from some map changes that have been discovered on Liberty Falls, brand new Easter eggs being discovered on cities that come with some insane requirements in order to achieve them, some massive issues affecting the most popular build upgrade in this game right now, and oh, so much more. So let's kick things right off with our first. Let's work back conflicts here started with an issue that I saw a little bit of when this game originally launched, but since the release of Season 1 Reloaded, this has started to happen to a lot more players in Zombies. It has to do with the Ether Shroud field upgrade, which is probably the most popular one to use in this game, where players are now reporting that in many instances it is no longer working for them. With zombies still attacking like they normally would, even though you clearly have Ether Shroud active. Honestly, I've seen more Zombies players go down because of this glitch than any other I've seen to cover in this game so far. So if you are an Ether Shroud user, especially if you seem to be playing Citadel Day 4, be very aware that Ether Shroud, you get into some trouble. If the zombies still seem to be attacking you, you're affected by this glitch. Use a Casimir, use a decoy, use a chopper gunner or mutant inject, because that's the only way to get yourself out of a sticky situation. Next up, a brand new Easter egg was discovered here on Citadel Day 4 with a very odd requirement in order to unlock it, where the Easter egg requires you to use the cannon fast travel system 100 times, resulting in the 100th time you use it, flinging you into a different location, where instead of landing on the roof of your spawn, you'll land smack dab in the middle of the bell tower, which has it spit out 2 monkeys as a reward, as well as starts to ring its bell constantly, attracting all of the zombies on the map just like a monkey would for a limited amount of time. Now, when it comes to the hunt for new side Easter eggs that still haven't been found on this map, this clock tower seems to be one of the big targets of the Zombies community right now, after a Zombies player noticed that within the gameplay trailer, there was a way to set the entire bell tower on fire, with players theorizing that the cannon that you used for the fast travel Easter egg might also be used for this potential one as well, after involving the fire sword, as well as some kind of cannonball that can be found on the map. But the hunt for that potential Easter egg is still ongoing. Next up, 2 quick background stories about double tap within Black Ops 6 Zombies. The first one comes from Josh Rucool, who noticed that in the original promotional art we got for Season 1 Reloaded, a new Christmas-themed operator skin originally contained the logo for the double tap perk plastered onto it. But since that same Treyarch actually changed it from double tap to the Deadshot Zachary logo, with seemingly no explanation as to why. Now, with double tap rumored to potentially return in this game, the change could be because they weren't supposed to be featuring double tap until it's actually announced and released in the game, but we have seen double tap used in other bundles before, like in the iDead bundle. And interestingly, the other new DLC Zombies perk, which is likely to come to this game, Mule Kick, is still featured on this skin. Now, the other double tap related story is that players seem to have been able to mimic the effects of double tap in Citadel Day More, where I've seen players able to effectively double tap the fire rate of their weapons like the ray gun, as well as random ARs, essentially giving them the hyper fire mock-up augment for a potential Deadshot perk in this game, though it seems to be caused by using the ranged attack of the lightning sword and then switching back to your regular weapon, causing the game to mix up the 2 weapons' fire rates, essentially giving you double tap for your primary weapon. Something fun to try in your own game and mimic the effects of double tap until we see it officially in game. Next up, players have noticed another new change on the Liberty Falls Zombies map, where on the map itself, Treyarch has changed the Etherella trap, changing all of the Etherella trap's dialogue from what it was before this update into a version that honestly doesn't sound that great, with the reason for the change being the same one that is causing panic in Treyarch right now, where Etherella was originally voiced by the same voice actress that voiced Sam or Samantha Maxis on the map, who had her voice lines entirely replaced across all 3 maps in this game, as well as during the main Easter egg. If you aren't aware at this point, the reason why is because of the union that a lot of voice actors that lend their voices and acting skills to Black Ops 6 Zombies has asked Activision, as well as several other game developers, for protection against the use of AI within their contracts, essentially meaning that big game companies can't just use AI to clone their voices in future projects without compensating. As of right now, Activision has refused to budge on these requests, likely leading to the casting of pretty much all of the voice actors we've seen in Black Ops 6 Zombies up until this point. A very serious situation that we're already starting to feel in this game, and one where I'm hoping that with all the talk around this issue, Activision will give the voice actors the support they deserve and ensure they won't use AI to steal their voices in the future. Okay, next up, Treyarch themselves seems to have mistakenly leaked upcoming Zombies DLC content, where when viewing the background of the still ongoing Gobblegum Mania event, you can see 4 Gobblegums that aren't actually in this game right now. The 4 of them being the Quacknarok Gobblegum, which puts duck floats on zombies, Fear in the Headlights, where zombies seen by the player won't move, that was a super popular one back in Black Ops 3, Aftertaste, where you can keep all your perks after being revived, and Head Drama, where any bullet that takes down a zombie will only do critical damage. Seems to be only a matter of time until these new Gobblegums are released with leaks from the past, suggesting that we're getting 3 major content updates for Zombies per season, with the original season release, Season 1.5, and then Season 1.75, which we'll see very early on next year probably be the release date for these new Gobblegums. Next up, speaking of odd things discovered in background images within the Zombies mode, I saw this and I didn't believe it until I looked in my own game. Where check this out. You might want to go full screen if you aren't already, buddy. What do you notice that is wrong in this picture? This is an in-game screenshot of the Intel screen, where you can view and listen to all the intel you pick up throughout the 3 Zombies maps in this game right now. Well, if you don't see it, I don't blame you, but the enhanced will give you a bit. You see it now, enhanced it even more, you see it now. For some reason, there is a mouse cursor plastered right in the middle of this Intel background screen, where it seems like the developer at Treyarch put this screen into the game just as a snapshot of whatever